Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Oxford, on the panel tonight is one smart, distinguished panel member, and the other one's Bridgeman. How we doing, Jeff? How we doing, GFK?
I'm fine, mate. How are you all doing tonight?
A bit sticky, if I'm being honest, mate. It's
Oh,
roasting.
definitely. Too warm.
The heat. Can I say a big good evening to you guys in the panel? Huge good evening to the guys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening and a big welcome to Rangers Radio.
How are you, Bridge?
Okay tonight, pal. It's as you say, it's very warm. Very warm.
Unusually warm for us, but anyway, game tomorrow night, something to look forward to. Nice summer evening at Ibrox. I was looking at the tickets. I'm having a guess about 45,000 JFK.
Aye, I was looking at this today myself, folks. Here, it looks as if we're going to be just about the 40 odd thousand mark, and that's absolutely brilliant. And there is tickets here for sale right up to kick-off, so get yourself along there.
If no sell it, because once one stand starts selling out, the rest start moving quite quickly,
yep.
You know.
Yep, definitely.
I wouldn't say it's the revenge tie, JFK, because the only revenge we had today with that ties were self, but I think if you like putting things back in the natural order, hopefully.
Well, that's what I said the other night, Ox. Here, I don't like the word revenge and that. I mean, it's Steven Gerrard's Rangers, so the fact is we need to get there and put on a good performance and win well, and it's the Rangers are now, no 2 years ago. So I've been doing a lot of things with James Tavernier and director Stewart and that. So some of the other players making comments about it's progress v progress, and the progress is what we've came for 2 years ago with Kashina. So that's the progress we should be dealing with, that we've made on the park, and get there tomorrow night and show the Rangers fans what we're capable of. And we will. I'm more than confident that we'll get there tomorrow night and put on a good show.
I think we'll finish the tie tomorrow night, Bridgeman. I'm very confident.
Yeah, I think it's eminently possible the way we've been playing. In particular, Ibrox we play quite well, and I'm really hopeful that we do better than my usual 1-0 type thing. I'm looking for my 1-0 plus, you know. So yeah, I agree with you. If we strike ourselves lucky, do everything right, get a wee bit of luck to start with, and get a first goal in, then it should be okay. Get a good mollication tomorrow night. A good mollication.
I suppose an exciting match for you will be 2-0, huh?
You think about it. I'm one of the ones. I just couldn't believe how well we did last year, and if we can emanate that in any way, shape, or form, I mean, going through and winning our games with a bit of style. And remember, this is only the second qualification round, so I don't suppose the teams in this round are any good other than ourselves. So I think we're one of the bigger fish in that wee pool. Obviously, the next round gets a bit tighter than the next one again, as it did last year. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking forward to us going out, playing the way the manager wants us to play, on the front foot. We're at Ibrox. Show the people what we're like. Show the fans what we can do, and get a few goals in so that we can go over there.
How many's a few, Bridge?
Well, I'm looking for 3-4. You know.
3 or 4. Oh, he's getting excitable. JFK.
He's still a wee bit miserable there. I'm looking for 5 or 6. You know, all we need to do, guys, look at the personnel that we've got for last season, and as I said before, it was a roller coaster ride last season. It was absolutely wonderful. This season, I'm looking for a lot more than that, and I think some of the games that we got a wee bit lucky. If that's the thing, we struggled at times, but we came through it. And I think the players that we've got now can push us to that next level. As I say, I'm not going over the top. Some of the football we've been playing now, fast, quick ball. I like the way it's gone now. So I'm really hopeful. Bridge, come on, get off the fence. Go for 5 or 6, mate, and that's what'll happen. Come on.
No, I wasn't being funny. Obviously, I want as many as we can get. I mean, I'm sat there with we battered one team 6-0, and it was easy. It should have been a lot
more.
When
the second goal goes in, Bridge.
Wait, what? What did you say? I missed it. Oh, did I cheer when the second goal goes in? Absolutely. I'm a screamer. I'm up there shouting and bawling.
You're a screamer?
I shouting ball at every goal.
We don't need to know that. This is a family show.
Mrs. Bridge told us that.
Well, in the nicest possible way in the football terms, I like to get up there and shout happy, well done the Rangers, and shout for them. Yes. Get into these so-and-sos, That's me. I just love it. I'm just stone mad with it, My wife wonders what.
We all feel the same, mate.
Of course.
You're right, whether it's 1-0 or 21-0, it's the joy of watching Rangers score and win a game. Of course, you're 100% right. So I'm no saying I'm overconfident. I just think that progress are for Luxembourg, and this time that Steven Gerrard won't treat them lightly. He'll do all his homework, unlike Cassina. Cassina just thought they're fair Luxembourg and we could beat them easy, and he made a pig's ear of it. So
do you know JFK? I don't even think that was that night. I think for that before that he'd lost the dressing room, mate. And it was just a total cluster.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he did obviously lose the dressing room before that, but that was obviously the catalyst for it, and the argument and the speech in the bushes thing, when that just tipped it over the edge for everybody. So, we've got a chance here to right a wrong. No, a team like Progress Niederkorn shouldn't be in the same park as Rangers, because it just shouldn't happen. But unfortunately, it is due to the stupid coefficients that are going about. So we'll deal with that tomorrow night, and then obviously we'll look forward to the next game against Midgetland. So I've been told I can't. Well, I don't know how to say it. Right? Is it
Midgetland? Just call them Midgetland. No,
Midgetland. Then yeah. No more Midgetland, right? I see it right there.
No, Midgetland's fine as well.
Midgetland.
You go the other way.
They look no a bad wee team, Midgetland. So but we need to get our progress first, and I'm 100% confident that will happen. And as you were saying earlier on, Oxy, and as I said last night, put it to bed tomorrow night, and that's it, done and dusted. It's a game that we don't need to bother about next. We go and play Midgetland after that. So, yeah, I'm confident, very confident about tomorrow night.
I think the Progress Niederkorn game the last time was like it reminded me of when we went through to play Stirling Albion and they beat us 1-0. They didn't even have their manager. Their manager was away. He was away in honeymoon, and we were just woeful. We were just dreadful. I'm not saying that. I reckon we were probably just every bit as bad when we played Progress. It wasn't even our manager's fault. Much maligned in this case. Our players were dreadful against them, just dreadful. We never had nothing, and the manager's fault, of course.
See on what you're saying there, Bryce. You probably agree with me, and you probably will as well, Oxia. In all my years of going to see Rangers, especially in Europe, I can never remember a Rangers team that just kind of died within themselves. They just didn't look interested. The result at Ibrox was a total disaster. They were there for the taking. A 2-0 result was we were more than capable of overturning that, and we didn't. And that was, watching it that night. It was, I just felt a sinking feeling, and we know what happened after that. The man went, and thank goodness, and we're in a position now that we know that. We've got a man in charge who knows what he's doing, and that is good to see. It's more than good to see. It's absolutely wonderful. So I think that whatever Steven Gerrard, the team he picks tomorrow night, will be more than capable of getting rid of this team tomorrow night. No problem.
It has to be said. I do agree with you. Sorry, Oxter.
No, you go, Brad.
No, I do agree with you. I just from what I'm watching up to now, anyway. It's like a different game to some of the rubbish we sat and watched 2 years ago.
We're 10 years away from where we were then, Bridge.
Oh, of course, I'm saying it's a totally different game entirely. And the amount of players that want to play, need to play. You're getting young boys that you've sent out on loan, and they're coming back and they're showing 200% what they want to do. They want to play. Now, the manager's got, I've said this all along, that our manager's got a massive decision virtually every game he's got. He's got a massive decision to make because he's got some really top quality or good quality players without going mental. He's got some really good players in the team, and it's always difficult or more difficult to leave people out than it is to pick them, and that's to be honest.
I think in modern football, Bridge, you get your chance maybe more so than you ever did. If you go back a generation, there was a tendency to maybe you nearly played the same team every week if you were on a roll. That doesn't happen anymore, you know.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. I'm just meaning from the players' perspective. So you're going to have, let's say we're going to have 22 or 23 players in the first team pool. Then, you know, I don't know how many you can actually play in a game. If you've all, maybe get 14 players to play in a game. So it's at least 9 of them going to be, in all probability, going to be disappointed. But which 9? There's some of them are every bit as good as the others that play. It's just amazing. Just amazing that we've managed to bring in all these players, and they're really all good players. I'm only being funny to say that. Really good players, all of them.
Yeah, but I think, Bridge, that's where last season we were punching above our weight, mate. I mean, you hit it right in the head there. I mean, some of the subs benches we had, especially I know for the European games, no hearing with them. They were just a couple of my young boys who you were hoping would maybe do something, and I'll include Glenn Middleton in that. But you're looking at the bench now. When we spoke last week about we all picked an 11, and then we still all couldn't pick, like we would say, with our strongest subs bench. So that shows you how far we've come. And I agree with what Oxy are saying. We are a lot far behind still, and I'm not going to say we're far behind them, the puddle drinkers, you know. But we're not in the place that we should be. But we are getting there, and it might take another 3 or 4 years. But what we need to do is concentrate and what's in front of us now. And the front of us now is Progress Niederkorn. Beat them, concentrate in the next game, because we know a week on Sunday where we're going to start at the Premiership, and that's when the big picture starts, and that's when we need to hit the ground running.
That's
so
when points mean prizes.
Well, I was just going to say that there. Points mean prizes.
Obviously, you got the script this morning.
I know. So that's when it starts at Oaks here. So the journey we went on last season at times is a bit fraught, but we got through it into the group stages, and then the group stages was that roller coaster, as I said. But I think we're a far, far better team. We're not the team that we were obviously 10 years ago, 12 years ago, but we will get there eventually. We will get there, but it'll take a wee bit of time. I know there's other things happening in the background, but let the powers that be deal with that. I'm only interested. I know we spoke about a lot of things last night, and it was a good discussion, but I'm only interested in paying my money and going and supporting my team, shouting my team on, and I'll take whatever else comes with it. And
as long as the TV cameras don't pick me up, I'm alright.
I know there's a few people scouring the internet to see if they can see me actually sleeping. Oxtier, tell everybody. I heard Oxtier saying you were sitting there with your arms folded. The funny thing is that's probably what I was doing, but I still can't find that elusive photo.
I wish I took one, mate. Listen, we'll get an interview for the manager and Jermaine Defoe. It's quite long, but there's a lot of insight in it. So get yourself on mute and we'll listen here for the manager, Stephen Gerrard, MBA, and also one of our senior pros, Jermaine Defoe. Get yourself on mute, gents.
Jermaine, how much are you looking forward to another game in Europe?
Yeah, obviously looking forward to it. It's going to be good. For me personally, it was nice to obviously be back in Europe. I think the last time I played in Europe was when I was at Tottenham. I enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
What have you been told about the last time Rangers played Progress?
Well, I'm sure we owe them one. And obviously, it was disappointing speaking to the boys. Obviously, getting knocked out. But you need to approach it like any other game. I suppose you can't think about what happened last time, even though, like I said, you like to think that you want to put one over on them, but at the same time you want to approach it like any other game. We're at home, and hopefully we win the game.
Do you get that sense from the guys that were already there that they want to prove a point, or maybe not prove a point, but just go and do what they should have done last time?
Of course, I mean it's only natural to feel like that when you're disappointed, losing a game. obviously you wanna get an opportunity to put things right, especially in Europe. And the opportunities come our way again, and I'm sure everyone's ready. Yeah.
How much are you enjoying it now that you've had a pre-season to work with everyone at Rangers and the new players coming in?
Yeah, for me it's been good. I've really enjoyed it. That's something I was looking forward to be honest. Just getting a full pre-season, not getting any injuries. Putting that work in and hopefully start the season really strong. I feel fit. I feel sharp, probably as sharp as I felt for a long time, which is good for me. I'm just looking forward to the season, yeah.
So what you could do on Sunday, getting in and getting that header against Blackburn, do you feel you're confident now, like you say, with the pre-season under, you can contribute a lot this season?
Of course, yeah. You always feel once you've had a good pre-season, you put the work in. Of course, you're going to get your fitness in the games, but I think once you've put the work in, I think mentally, going into the season, it helps. And as a forward, I think trying to probably nick a few goals in pre-season again, obviously it helps your confidence. You take that into each game. So yeah.
You say you feel sharp as ever, and at 36, I mean, you put up a time scale on how long you've got left playing this sort of?
To be honest, no. I mean, for me, I've never been one to really think about age. I've always looked after myself from day one, not just now. And I've always tried to tick every box really. I want to stay out on the pitch. At times obviously the manager wants to manage me, and there's I never want to miss a training session. I think pre-season I probably missed one session that was in the afternoon, but apart from that I think I've been out on the pitch, doing my stuff in the gym, and I feel sharp like I said, and just hopefully continue feeling like this, not getting injuries, touch wood, and see what happens.
Your sort of battle or Alfredo for that starting slot, I mean, how much is each other's form, do you think, driving each other?
Yeah, but it's no different to any other club I've been at, to be honest. I mean, every club I've been at, there's always been myself and 3 other forwards or someone that you're competing against. I think it's a good thing, keeps you on your toes. When you're playing, you have to play well. It's as simple as that. And not only that, I think obviously with Alfredo as well, there's someone else that's going to get goals, so it helps the team, and I'm happy with that.
Have you had to change your game much at all in terms of just the advancing years and everything that comes with that?
I don't know, to be honest. Obviously probably when I was younger I used to probably run channels more, but I think the way we play now, it suits me, to be honest. I think as you get older you probably become more intelligent. I've always worked on my movement, like in and around the box. Probably concentrate on that a lot more than I probably used to be honest. Getting on the end of crosses and one-touch finishing and stuff like that. Because when you're younger, you can sort of like drop in, get deep, and maybe receive the ball and maybe try and drive past people instead of sort of like getting in the box and relying on your movement in the box. So maybe that, but I'd like to think that I'm still doing things that I was doing a few years back.
In case if you lose a yard of pace, you can make up with it in terms of that, that game intelligence that you just gained through over the years.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's only natural. Even though I feel good, but facts are that I'm not getting any younger. Still managing to get my goals up, and like I said, I feel sharp in games. And playing as the 9, the sort of like focal point of the team, I feel like I can sort of like link play. That's definitely improved. I'm just enjoying my football. It's been good.
Enjoying being one of the sort of leaders in the group and one of the sort of experienced heads. The guys come to you and look for advice.
Yeah, of course. It's nice. Not only in the games, but I think in training as well. When maybe I can sort of like see something, I can just maybe pull one of the youngsters to the side and try and help. That's something that I've enjoyed, to be honest, because I was lucky enough when I was younger to have senior players that helped me. So to get to this stage in my career where I can sort of like help the youngsters, it's a nice feeling, yeah.
You spoke a bit about playing in Europe previously. I mean, did you see the games last year, and was that something that attracted you to coming here? Something
you got some inside information. It was actually. I remember watching some of the games and speaking to my agent on the phone about the atmosphere and stuff like that. And of course, when you see that, you want to it's only normal to want to be a part of it. And to be honest, yeah, it was sort of like when you see that you want to be a part of it. Yeah.
Any games in particular that stood out in memory watching Rangers?
I can't remember, to be honest. Obviously, I can't remember watching the full games, but just getting just seeing highlights and stuff like that of the group. Obviously, they've done well, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow, of course. But not only that, just the whole season. Yeah.
They made it all the way through 4 qualifiers to get to the group stages last year. I mean, that was a sort of It's only been done once or twice before in the history of the Europa League, and to do it 2 years running, what sort of feat do you think that would be if you could win and manage that?
I think it'd be special. For everyone involved in a football club. You know, it's a massive football club with amazing fans, and you know, we've got a strong squad now. There's a lot of quality in the squad, so I think if we can progress, then you know, it'd be great for everyone.
Sort of there in terms of the new boys that have come in the door. Have you noticed that step up in quality, whether it's in training or on the pitch so far this season?
Yeah, I think you always get that pre-season. I think when new players come in, I think for the players that are here, you always want to try and find a little bit more. You want to show the manager that you know you want to be playing regardless of who've come in. Especially when someone else is coming in your position. I can imagine the lads are probably thinking, right, you know, I need to sort of like step up a little bit more to like I said, show the manager I should be playing. Of course, it adds more quality.
There's a lot in the forward areas as well. Is that quite, you know, encouraging for you, especially when you're looking for service up there?
Of course, because obviously the players that we signed to play for this football club, you have to have something about you. So the players that we've signed are top footballers. So I'm looking forward to it. You know, all the new signings I've done great. Everyone looks really sharp. Everyone's hungry, which is probably the most important thing. And I think they understand what it takes to play for a football club of this size. So yeah, we're all looking forward to the season, and hopefully it's a good one.
We saw last week you were able to come off the bench and score twice after Alfredo had scored a hat-trick. How beneficial do you think it can be if the pair of you can share the burden across the season in terms of contributing goals?
Yeah, it's gonna be needed. At the end of the day, you know, the goals win the games. So not only me and Alfredo, but you know, the other signings, the other forwards. I think everyone needs to contribute. But obviously, it was nice to obviously come on and get the 2 goals. And I think it's important as well. You know, even if you're not playing, it's still important. You know, when you're sitting on a bench to be switched on, and probably sit there and try and look at the areas where you can come on and make an impact. No, I probably didn't do that when I was younger, but I think as you got older, you sort of like you're on the bench, but at the same time you're still involved because you still have to watch the game and try and see, right, if I come on, you know, these are the areas where I can try and I don't know, maybe get a goal or try and do something to help the team. Even if you're winning 4-5-0, it doesn't matter. You still got to come on and make an impact. And you know, it was nice that I did that.
You found the net throughout pre-season. Have you set yourself any targets for the campaign?
Not really, to be honest. Take each game as it comes. Keep working hard in training. Keep doing a lot of my finishing in training, so you know you're getting into good habits. But like I mentioned before, it's always nice, you know, in pre-season when you've scored a few goals. Because you know, in my experience, when you've scored a few goals pre-season, you always take that into the season. So yeah, just take each game as it comes, and then we'll see.
Stephen, I appreciate you weren't here the last time Rangers progressed, but is this a chance to show how far Rangers have moved on and improved since then?
Yes, it is. And you know, now that I am part of it, you obviously do your background and you look back on previous successes and previous failures, and it's always nice to be in a position to try and put a wrong right. So that's the opportunity we've got. A lot of people were hurt last time we played this opposition. Maybe not so much in the first leg because they had a narrow advantage. But I think I look back at the pictures and read the headlines and the articles that were written about our club and our individual players that represented the club at that time. It's myself, my staff and my players' opportunity to put a better feeling around the club.
I know the guys have to be professionals all about this game, but do you get a vibe from those that were there for that game that there is a real determination to maybe prove a point, if that's the right phrase?
I think it's important that you don't go into this game thinking about yourself and past experiences. But I read an article that James has done in the last couple of days. I'm not sure who he did it with, but I think you can tell in his words and his quotes that there is still a feeling lingering and a memory lingering for him from a personal point of view. So if he uses that to put in a top performance for us, it'll be beneficial to everyone. But for me, it's not really about looking back. It's about this 90 minutes at Ibrox, and we believe we're in a fantastic place at the moment to go and get the right result that'll make everyone happy.
What do you know about progress, and do you think, apart from what happened last time, there is still a bit of a danger there?
Yeah, well, for us, it's we're in a position. I've watched them in the last couple of games against Cork, and also done a bit of background on them domestically. So they've got some individuals within them. If you give them time and space in the wrong areas, they can create and score against you. They're a threat at set pieces. But as I said, and I'll echo it again, we're in a really good place, and if we play anywhere near close to our level, we'll get a positive result tomorrow.
How have you found it going through the early rounds in terms of, you did it last year and you were able to achieve that, get to the group stage, but have you changed your approach in any way in terms of managing the players and games and how things go?
No, we haven't really related back to 12 months ago. I think it was a fantastic achievement by the group of players, but this group's slightly different with new players and new faces, so we have to basically go back to the beginning. We did that and showed a fantastic attitude and quality against St Joseph's, and I expect us to do the same thing over the next 2 legs. So yeah, I mean, it'll be tougher this year for the simple reason is we can't sort of grab a scalp where we can take someone's seeding. So without getting ahead of ourselves, we have to try and deal with progress first and foremost over the 2 legs, and then there's another tough tie awaiting us, but all our focus is on the game that's in front of us, which is tomorrow night at Ibrox.
You take your own experience from a player, I think I recall the TNS year when Liverpool had to go through the early stages. Is it more and more difficult now in Europe in terms of for a team like Rangers?
I always had the mentality as a player. I didn't really care about who I was playing against from an individual point of view or the team or the challenge. It was more about who I was representing, and I think when you work for institutions like Liverpool and Rangers, it's about what you're going to give for the shirt and the badge that you're wearing rather than about what's in front of you. You've got to have standards and you've got to have a hunger to play for them football clubs to be successful. So I expect the players to go out tomorrow really hungry and really aggressive to try and get this job done as quick as we can.
Is there lessons to be learned from the last tie in the sense that the team didn't get a big lead in the first leg when they were at home, and that sort of paid the price for that in the second leg when they got pulled a wee bit?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't at the 2 games in terms of the 90 minutes, and I haven't watched the games back. I've seen the highlights and read the headlines around it, but I think that's the case all the time in Europe when you're playing over 2 legs. If you smell blood and have the opportunity to kill a team off, you have to do that as quick as you can. But that's not just in this case. This goes for any game of football we play, whether it be domestically or in Europe. If you get the chance, you know, we paid the price last week in a friendly against Blackburn for not being ruthless in front of goal and taking our opportunities. And you know, the quality we come up against throughout the season, players will hurt you. So the message is, if we are in a position where we get ourselves in front, I don't want to see any players coming off the gas.
There's been a few departures from the club over the last week. Is the squad getting now a bit more manageable in your sense?
We're doing everything we can to, you know, have it set and ready for the new season coming. You know, there will be other bodies that move on, but that's easier said than done. To find people the right opportunity for themselves. I'm told Kyle Lafferty's close to finding a solution from a mutual point of view. So. I think there's something loading there that might be released today or tomorrow, so we'll wait and see. So yes, we're moving it forward, and we're trying to make the squad as set as possible for the challenges that are coming.
How tricky is that as a manager, is it, to deal with when you've got guys who are maybe not going to be in the plans and they may have feelings in that? And
no, listen, I
disrupting squad and affecting morale and things like that?
No, listen, I totally respect the individuals. You know, I understand the feelings and respect the feelings. As a player, I always wanted respect and honesty from my manager. So, to all the players that are surplus here, I've been as honest and as open as I can, man to man, face to face, and told them where they fit in or where they don't fit in, and that's the best I can do. Then it's other people's responsibility around them to find them different challenges or a team that's going to satisfy them from a game point of view. Unfortunately, the numbers are too big at the moment, so I've got to make tough decisions, but that doesn't mean I haven't got respect or I don't respect their feelings.
I think there was a statement from the club released last night about an ongoing court case with Sports Direct. Have you been briefed in that at all, and given any perhaps assurances on things like your budget or anything like that?
No, No, I think that's a situation and a topic for the board to deal with, and I think they are doing that. I just focus on the football side of things, and we've got a huge game tomorrow night that I'm fully focused on.
Is there a worry that because there's a compensation fee that looks as if it might need to be paid, that it could affect on-the-field matters at all?
I haven't had that conversation with the chairman or the board. I'm not sure whether that conversation will come. And as I say, it's not really for me to focus on right now. I've had a really good, strong backing from the board again so far. So I've got no complaints as far as that's concerned.
You talked about James Tavernier saying that maybe the hurt was still lingering there from the Progress game a couple of years ago. Did you ever have that as a player, that you maybe looked back in a game and you used that hurt to drive yourself on?
Yeah, I look back over my career and I have a lot of positive highs, but you also have some cruel lows in there as well, and unfortunately they don't go away and they live with you for a long time, and I'm sure they'll stay with me till the day I go. But fortunately for James, he's got an opportunity to right a wrong in terms of his own memories and his own feelings a couple of years ago. So I expect James to go and put a strong performance in and drive his team forward and put us in a good position going into the second leg.
Daniel Candeias has obviously completed his move away from the club. How can you find a replacement for him in that position?
Who says we need one?
I don't know, I was just asking you if it's something you're looking to do.
Maybe.
Okay, what's the team news ahead of the game tomorrow?
Team news is good, it's positive. We've got no injuries from the Blackburn game. John Flanagan is about to come into full training with the squad, but it'll be too soon for him. We're fully fit and fully loaded and ready to go.
Oh, gentlemen, I know that was quite lengthy, but I enjoyed some of the insight and some of the thoughts. The manager and Jermaine there. Are you back, Bridge?
I am indeed, pal. I am indeed. And I agree with you 100%.
Yep.
Can I just ask you one simple question? How many pictures do they need during an interview? Did you hear the cameras?
Click, 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 non-stop. Non-stop.
Uh-huh.
And also, I think the first interview had hats off to Defoe.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've got the feeling that these guys are trying on with some of their questions.
Yep.
Trying to tease something out of him. But hats off to him. Well done, pal. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 100%.
You know I don't like them too much anyway.
No. They're always looking for angles and exclusives and always expand stories to or stories, non-stories GFK. Yeah?
The two usual suspects is Devlin and Giddy. They're asking negative questions. It's something they never do when they're interviewing the puddle drinkers, They're asking the gaffer silly questions to try and get a reaction, and Stevie G is too smart for that. He's telling them the truth. I've not spoke to the board. It's up to the board to deal with it. I'm a football man. It's a football matter for me to make sure the team's ready for tomorrow night. But Giddy and Devlin are always at it. Ragman Bagwash didn't ask as many questions as he usually does. Gaffer again. Jermaine Defoe. I know I don't know how many of you guys out there in the lobby and Facebook that are listening in actually watched the interview, but I did watch it myself today, and a few wee grins for the gaffer, and he was asked a couple of questions. So we'll see what transpires for that, and I think you all know what I mean. We'll not say it now when he was asked about a replacement, so we'll just leave it at that as at the moment. But as usual at Oxyard, the manager put himself there as a consummate professional. He answered the questions. He didn't. Watching it, he didn't look perturbed. The two individuals who kept trying to ask negative questions, he dealt with them brilliantly. So it was a good watch for me, mate. So it was really him and Jermaine Defoe done really well. And silly questions like over the hill. One of the Giddy said about, some players become, as if, he's no over the hill. Jesus Christ, 36. So anyway.
Can I come in a minute for Oxford?
I thought 36, weren't we?
I thought the interview was excellent, with one exception. I thought the sound on some of the questions that were coming in, we could hardly pick it up. I had it up full blast and I still couldn't pick up what I was saying.
What do you want for nothing?
No. I think it's probably the quality of the lack of microphones for the questioners. I think that's what I'm meaning to say. Because I dare say some of the guys in the lobby might say the same thing, that they couldn't pick up everything that was being asked. They could pick up everything that our manager was saying, which is probably all we wanted to hear in the first place anyway. But sometimes it's interesting to hear what they're saying and get the slant of what they're saying.
Want to put a complaint in your technical department?
I think so. I think we should get Fox and Terry to get that sorted out.
But a lot of the guys in the lobby are saying here as well, you know, and that's when I watched it today, all they kept trying to push for was about Jermaine Defoe's age and how, you know, as he became slower and all that. Come on, they don't do that when they're interviewing the puddle drinkers. It's all sunshine and roses for them, and it's a negativity we get for Gideon and Devlin again, you know. So the guys dealt with it brilliantly today, especially Steven Gerrard. Absolutely, I mean, it wasn't long enough for me. I just think the man is wonderful. He's the way he answers questions.
Yeah, we crush in our post, mate.
Of course I have. Yes, I have.
I don't think you're alone.
Yeah, when you get to a certain age and you've got moobs, mate, your tendencies change.
A club for everyone. We are.
Yeah.
Anyway, if people want to join us and give us their thoughts on the interview, what's the number, JFK?
It's 0141 356 1972.
Where else can they join us, Bridge?
They can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online, and they'll be brought in by Foxy and our Old School Blue, and they'll look after you and enjoy yourself. It's a smashing night.
Old School Blue's out tonight on a school night.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, is it?
So you'll be brought in by Fox, sorry, and not Old School Blue.
Yeah, fair play to Old School Blue.
Yeah. Blue Shadows made a good point in the lobby. You know, the question, you would think Defoe was 63 and no 36. You know, the questions were just, you know, trying to down him. You know, and
is it possible, Jimmy, that the new Puddle Drinkers, what do you call them, PR company, have their hand in there and driving the agenda as opposed to the...
It's no change, Bridge, is it?
It's no going
it's maybe got worse, actually. It's maybe got worse.
You know, they don't want us. They don't want us to qualify. You know, they want to keep us down. But as we've said before, that the establishment club's back, and they don't like that, and they're going to do everything they can to try and. Jeff J says in the lobby there, JFK, you were naked last night. Now it's the moobs.
By the way, they seem to know all about you now, don't they?
You ought to see some of the pictures I put up, Bridge. I'm telling you, good ones. No, all kidding aside. It's the same old, Bridge. You know, we're not going to get the fairness. You know, that's all we're asking for. And as always, the questions are always loaded that negativity. So, they just kept asking them.
The best thing for us to do with that is to just keep winning football matches, mate, and then it becomes harder for them.
Yeah.
Obviously, they went with some of the off-field stuff, and they knew that Steven Gerrard, when they comment on that, he's too clever.
Of course.
You know. Anyway, talking about clever men, we've not been joined. None of them have joined us, but we have been joined by Stardog. Evening, Stardog. How are you doing?
How you doing? The three amigos. I could have called you three something else's, but I was being generous tonight.
Oh.
Remember, it's only one finger and you disappear, boy.
I'm only joking. How are you doing anyway? You alright?
Brand new Stardog. Brand new
Stardog.
Good stuff.
By the way, before we go any further, how's the leg?
Getting there, mate. Getting there.
Good.
I'm doing to one crutch basically constantly now. I'm doing plenty of exercises and things like that, so it's getting there. I'm on course for a speedy recovery.
Good, mate. Good.
The youthness helps me, mate. The youthness helps.
Oh, yeah. You've just brought the average age of the panel down by 20 years.
I can live with that.
But a couple of points on the press conference, mate. Jermaine Defoe, I mean, I think this stat's right. I'm sure he's the 7th all-time top goal scorer in the Barclays Premier League, mate. And I mean, you know, some of the strikers that have come in out that league earlier years, goal scorers are goal scorers for the rest of their life. That's what they are. That's what they do. I mean, you see Alan McCoy in the testimonial games, he plays 45 minutes and he still gets hat-tricks and things like that. Like, Jermaine Defoe will always be a goal scorer, age or no, mate. His mind, like you said, has adapted to what he's supposed to be like now that he can't, he's lost a yard or two and things like that. But his mind's adapted to the way he's supposed to play. And like you said, he's happy in that team. He plays on the line, on the shoulders of defenders and things like that. So I honestly don't think age is going to be an issue for this guy. I've always liked Jermaine Defoe. I've watched his documentary and things like that. The guy just lives in these goals, mate. And you just all know, goal scorers just don't stop scoring goals. That's what they do. So I don't worry about that at all. But Gerrard, mate, at JFK, I'm the same as you. I could listen to that guy all day.
Do you know, I go for the interview, Stardog, is that I go that looking at Jermaine Defoe, he's relishing this challenge in Europe.
Yeah.
He's looking forward to this. This is his chance to shine in Europe. I know he was there with Tottenham, but this is his chance to do something in Europe.
Tottenham weren't fighting for the league and things like that as well.
No, I know that, mate, but I think looking at him,
his big final push, isn't it, really, mate, for the end of the year to finish and do what he's been meant to do his full career, win titles and score goals, mate.
Yeah. But looking at him, this is his chance to do something in Europe, and that's good to see.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's not anything about doing something in Europe, but he's most assuredly over the moon about getting there. And I think he gives me the impression that you've got a chap there who's got a second lease of life, and he's actually living the dream right at this moment in time. And he's the type of he's the type of guy that might turn and say, and it gets to the end of his contract, his loan deal, he might just walk away from Bournemouth and come back up to Rangers if he can get another year at it or something like that, another 2 year. Because he's brilliant. The guy is absolutely brilliant. Yeah. And talking, the way he talks, excellent. Absolutely excellent.
He seems to be enjoying himself. Obviously, he's a very, very wealthy man. He's looked after himself. He's fit. The sands of time went for no man. I think you've still got the brain, but your eye goes and you just can't get there. Like it happens to it. I mean, it happened to JFK. It happened to your good self. I'm still waiting for it.
Listen to that.
I believe
listen to that.
I believe that, mate.
What do you believe? What do you believe then, Stardog? What do you believe?
I believe that Father Time will never catch Ox.
I'll never catch you.
Oh, you're a
Stardog. Father Time seems to have caught up with him.
You pay a fine for that. No, but see what I was saying. But I mean, I'm not talking about the going far in the cup. In Europa League, when we go to the group stages, that'd be great for Jermaine Defoe. He's got that sparkle in his eye, you know, that he can go and compete. We could be playing some decent teams in the group stages when we get there, and I'm confident we will get there. And that's a sparkle. You can see the grin in his face, see the sparkle in his eye. No, it's as if he's been revigorated again. You know, we know he's fit at 36. And
JFK.
He is a good player. As Oxia said there, I mean, at 36, he's the same as Stephen Davis. I mean, we're all praising Stephen Davis. I mean, he's playing that a bit deeper now, but he's got a fantastic fit behind. And when you get that a wee bit slower, but you've still got that experience in you, and you can get through games. So Jermaine Defoe there, right? He's a natural goal scorer. I mean, we know he's not Alfredo Morelos that he can know the way he plays, but he will score a lot.
There ain't many of Morelos.
Sorry?
There ain't many like Morelos, mate.
No, that's what I'm saying. There ain't many Morelos, but I mean, Jermaine Defoe is a totally different player, and he's a good goal scorer. And if he gets a chance in that box, then he'll bury it. So he's relishing that, the same as us, and you can see that in the interview today and listening to him the other night. He's relishing the challenge that's put in front of him, and that when you've got a confident player like that, Oxia, that bodes well for us. You know, he can.
Yeah, Jimmy, you're right, Jimmy. I think he's a wonderful player. I think the time he stood in when Morelos was having his wee bad turn, he got his bans and so on and so forth. Yeah. I think he came up to he stood up to the mark and did the business. And you know, I've watched twice now. He's sold players with dummies, and he hasn't even moved. The boss came to him and he's done is let it run through his legs. Not really done anything. Not showed. You're
spot on, but you'll be famous for that for the day he dies, mate. That dummy done for Arfield's goal.
Unbelievable, by the way. Just unbelievable. It's as if somebody's made a mistake.
Even in the Motherwell game, Bridgeman, I mean, that game in particular, that's what it reminded me. He puts defenders all over the park and he lets the midfield come in behind him and things like that. He's an all-round team player. But growing to this season, he loves the responsibility of what's in front of him this year. He loves having that on his shoulders. Like, he wouldn't be the same player if there wasn't a pressure on Jermaine Defoe to score goals. Like, that's who he is. So I'm excited to see him this year.
See Jermaine Defoe. Jermaine Defoe picks the defender and he hangs on his shoulder. The defenders, I'm so saying they don't ever pick him. But when you watch him and he actually walks up beside the guy and then he goes between the two centre halves and then he actually what am I going to do? I'll go to this one's shoulder. And that leaves Irwin free, who doesn't really know what he wants today. So he's got this bit of space round about him, which is wasted, I think he's fantastic.
You know how annoying that was, Bridge, when you were trying to pick somebody up.
Oh, hey, tell me about it. These are difficult people. I mean, obviously, I never played at the level.
I know, but it's the same principle on it. You're being told to pick up the number 9. Yeah. And the number 9's gone and marking your number 4, and you're saying
that's correct. Oh, it's so infuriating.
And it's that intelligence that people. It's just the instinct for the game that some people have got and some people haven't.
Yeah, absolutely, pal. Absolutely. I always found the smaller chaps were more difficult when they were on your shoulder, because they have got that wee burst of pace over 3 or 4 yards that you need to be really quick yourself to be able to beat them. They don't need to be running for 18 yards with the ball. All you need is that wee 3 or 4 yard burst, and if the ball comes past you, they've gone. And the next minute, they're having a shot at goal.
I seen GFK once. It was about 4 yards, but that was last orders were called.
And that's quick, mate. That is quick. You're right. That was I was quick that day.
I mean, you look at him last season. We had a kind of semi-fit Jermaine Defoe last season, and he got 8 goals and 8 assists, and I think it was in either 16 or 18 games. So, I mean, that was a kind of semi-fit Jermaine Defoe. Like we were saying, he's a full pre-season behind him now. He's going to be firing on all cylinders, and he's going to be geared right up for it. So, I think we're going to be devastating going forward this year. I really do.
Right. I'm pleased to hear that.
I like your style.
Good word, devastating.
I think we're going to be. You ever seen the Jurgen Klopp thing, babe, when he says Pep Guardiola trains his teams to play like classical music? But Jurgen Klopp's like heavy metal music. He trains his team to play heavy. That's what we're going to be like this year. We're just going to be devastating.
I personally want my club and our club, the team, to go as far as they can and hopefully into the group stages and do quite well, better than we did last year, but that may not happen. But the truth of the matter is, that got our club, and I can't remember the exact figure, but something like 13, 14 million pounds was gained. I think that was in both attendances and the cash paid by UEFA. So if we can get that into the club this year again, I'll be absolutely over the moon. Or more, if you follow what I mean. If you can get that.
And I know that people are away on holiday, etc. It's a Glasgow fair. There's a few thousand tickets left in one night. A lovely day tomorrow. People will
be taken up.
Get yourself out there and enjoy the night, a summer's night, watching the Rangers. JFK, what more could you ask?
Oh, you can't ask for any more than that. I mean, according to the weatherman, tomorrow is going to be the hottest day in Glasgow for centuries. 28 degrees. What could be better? Sitting in your summit at Ibrox, watching the Gers win in the Europa League. Can you back it? Get yourself out there. Get the tickets in your pocket. Get into the game. You know what they say. It's all about the Rangers.
Yeah.
It truly is, pal. Certainly on this sport.
Summit, but there you go.
It's all about the Rangers. Absolutely.
Ox with a summit on. Nah.
Did you say Fox or Ox?
Ox. He's too classy for that, mate.
He looks apart, by the way. He looked absolute dynamite the other day and he walked up the road. Gee whiz, you can't beat him. Very suave.
There's times when he lets his standards slip,
Oh, is that when he's drunk?
Usually.
Well, I've just been told in the lobby there that I have to attend the game tomorrow night in my man Keeney.
Yeah, man, Keeney.
Aye.
Who's asking you to do that?
Jeff G just says, man,
Is that Tracy again? Is that Tracy at it again?
Is that what?
Tracy at it again, is she?
Oh, no, yet, sister, mate. No.
She's going to kill me. She told me that she's going to kill me when she sees me.
Oh, I know. If she listens to back to her, she'll kill her trees.
If you turn up there, man, Keeney, that'll kill her.
Oh, if you turn up the man, Keeney, that will kill her trees.
Oh, no.
What do you? I don't know. Have you any thoughts about what's been happening with the player exits, Oxtail?
Well, obviously we're going to come to that. It just shows you how things have changed. I mean, just after the press conference, it broke on the main site that Lafferty'd left the club, and we went, how long's that? That's the only really went to the show. Nobody's mentioned it, so it's good that we're positive now. He's gone, mutual consent, whether we've gave him half his wages or whatever, we don't know. That's between him and the club. We had a contract.
Yeah.
He's entitled to payment. That's the law of the land. But he's gone.
Is there any truth to the matter that he's joining Kilmarnock, Hawks?
I don't know, mate.
I heard that this afternoon. How did you get that?
It wouldn't surprise me, mate.
I read it on one of the sites that he's close to agreeing a deal with Kilmarnock.
Well, I was going to mention the second half of the show. I was actually told today by somebody that they see him as an ideal replacement for Boyd. But you stole my thunder there.
Sorry, JFK.
You're all right, pal. No. But
Sorry, buddy.
Your information is... I get the same information today. Somebody told me this afternoon. You know what strikes me about the Gaffer's interview about Lafferty? One sentence for me told you how... it says, for him, his players, he demands respect and honesty, the same as he gave the managers So obviously we all know about Lafferty's Kerry's own, so he never gave any respect and honesty and loyalty to Rangers, so wherever he goes, good luck to him, but in the aspect of who cares, but would I like to see him line up against us in a week on Sunday? Definitely. I'd like to tear him a new one. No.
Listen, he's gone. He's an ex-player.
Yeah.
He'll always be remembered in the Rangers' history because of funny enough, what he'd done at Kilmarnock, yeah?
Absolutely. Aye.
So he's gone. I don't think anybody's surprised, stand up here.
Oh, no really, Oxford. Another thing I was going to mention in Eris Grezda, I hear there's a French League One team that are interested in taking him off our hands as well. So it's only a good thing for the club, mate. In the aspect of getting him.
Understanding, mate. There's two teams looking at him.
Right. Yeah. Well, it can only be good to get these guys off the books, mate. They've been dealt a surplus to the requirements, so it can only be good for us to get them off the books and things like that, and free up a bit of extra money.
Obviously, there might have to be a payment. I believe there have been some settlement with Lafferty. I believe one of the teams is Brest. I think the trouble for Grezda, they only play with two up front. And the other one's Dijon, and they don't know if he'll cut the mustard there, Bridgeman.
Well, I thought when he came in, he was going to be good, and I saw him in a couple of games. He scored 2 goals in one of the games I watched, and he played quite well. He certainly took his goals well. But my goodness, he seems to have completely disappeared off the face of the earth to all intents and purposes. Even when he's come on as a sub, he's done absolutely nothing. So yeah, I think if Dijon are interested in him, I think Dijon will want to know why he couldn't play for Rangers. Why couldn't he get a game for Rangers? I would imagine some of these are the questions. I'm not saying they're going to ask him, but people will be asking those questions. Are they going to invest £1 million? I don't know what Rangers expect to get from it. As far as Lafferty's concerned, I would suggest that Lafferty's been told, right, we'll agree, we'll rip your contract up and that'll let you go into Kelly, because Kelly won't pay any money. He won't pay any money.
There'll be a payment, mate.
Do you think so?
Of course, mate. He's not going to give up £500,000.
Nah, you're right.
No, I'm saying we may have paid it, or we'll maybe say to Kelly, we'll.
He's a free agent now. That's him.
What I was meaning was that Kelly won't be paying us any money.
No, because it's not. then.
That's all I'm saying. Kelly wouldn't do that, so he could go there.
Before we go to the interview, what I was told today is that he has been approached with Kilmarnock as he's a free agent. It was given a payoff for Rangers. It was mutual consent. Decided to terminate the contract mutually. So allegedly he's quite interested in going to Kilmarnock because Chris Boyd now retired. Yeah. We'll see if that transpires. I know Bridgman, but Kelly will not need to pay anything apart from whatever they go to pay him. So, but who cares in that aspect? He's going to. I know we've got decent memories of what he did before and that, but he doesn't wear the royal blue, so I'm not really too bothered about him now.
Can I just give a big shout out here? One of the boys.
I've a message that. A message for a guy. 2 good gags and you 3 missed them, but there we go. Get yourself a mute, and we're going to have a tune.
2 good gags.
And marching on through the years of history, heads held on high, up for the jersey they would do or die. Oh, fight, fight for right, play the game with a badge of glory. We'll lose or draw, well, that's a Glasgow Rangers story. See them march on, banners high as they fly before you, loyal and true, on the way to cheer the boys in blue. Oh, follow they will, marching on through the songs of glory. We'll lose or draw, well, that's the Glasgow Rangers story. Have you seen the Glasgow Rangers? Have you seen the boys in blue? Well, they're admired by all who know them. If you knew them, so would you. For they have played in Monaco, they have played in the USA, but the greatest game in history is the game on New Year's Day. For it's a home of famous heroes, and their praises they have been sung. Willie Waddle, Tory Gaelic, Alan Morton and George Young. And when all my life has ended, and when death has made its mark, will you scatter all my ashes on the slopes of Ibrox Park? And what the angels I'll be singing up in heaven, they're up above. I'll be singing, follow, follow, to the Rangers that I love. And with my flute I will be playing in the valleys and the glens. I'll be happy and contented when the Rangers win again. See them march on, marching on through the years of history. It's head on high. Oh, for the jersey they would do or die. Fight, fight for right. Play the game with a badge of glory. Win, lose or draw, well, that's a Glasgow Rangers story. See them march on, banners high as they fly before you, loyal and true, on the way to cheer the boys in blue. Oh, follow they will, marching on to the songs of glory. Win, lose or draw, well, that's a Glasgow Rangers story. Win, lose or draw, well, that's a Glasgow Rangers story.
Yes, you enjoy that, Bridge?
Wow, what dancing in the hall was absolutely fantastic in the forum there tonight. Absolutely brilliant. Oxford, can I just give a big shout out to Chrissy 1670s asked me to give us a big shout out to Shuggy and Andy Mack and the Leeds Big J supporters. There you go. Well done.
Right. That's one of Fox's favourite tunes. He loves that tune. So,
brilliant. Oh, the Ranger story thing.
Yeah, what's it called?
Rally Around the Rangers.
Rally Around the Rangers. I thought JFK may have been there.
I'm going next Thursday. I'm going to miss the second leg.
Call yourself a supporter?
Oh, it's away, isn't it? So, maybe catch the first half before the show starts.
You better luck the time to finish tomorrow night. And
it will be, but I still like to watch the Jers anyway. But I'm booked. Me and the big man are booked in for next Thursday night, so looking forward to that.
Wasn't it?
Aye, I know. He booked the tickets, so dearie me, but it's done. So, here's a 1-5-6 tomorrow. Me and the big man will go watch the first half, couple of beers, and then go and watch the Rally Around the Rangers. Can't whack it.
What a night.
Brilliant. I used to love it years ago when it was like with the Airedale problem.
Was that the guy that was singing that song there?
Oh, that was a Blue Notes.
He sings some of the songs.
Go Google Lex McLean.
Lex McLean, you'll enjoy him starting. Anyway, I think we'll be joined by Albert. I might be wrong, but I think...
No.
Evening caller.
I'm back.
Oh, it's Gaz. It's Wheels. How you doing, Wheels?
Wheels, get yourself on Skype.
Get myself on Skype.
Aye, so we know it's you, so we don't have to take your call.
Oh, right.
That's a bad man, isn't it? That's bad.
I'm only saying what you told me to say. How we doing, Wheels? How's things?
I'm not bad. I have some good news.
All right, okay. You got money, you owe me.
Well, you never know. You know how you probably remember me telling you I had a employment case against my old people because they never.
Remember that, aye.
Aye, I won it.
Good man.
Go on yourself, pal. Go on yourself.
So I won 14,000 off it.
Don't say that on the internet.
Don't say that on there.
So Ox, I'll meet up.
Where is it you stay again, Phils?
See what
I mean? But in all seriousness,
so if you put an extra few quid to that, that's a square then.
Buzzing for the new season, guys.
All right, good.
Cannot wait. We have.
Pleased for you.
We've been looking really good in pre-season.
Who's impressed you, mate? Who's impressed you?
Ojo. Definitely.
Ojo. Right, okay.
Aribo looks very, very good as well.
All right, you like Oreos?
I was at the game last week. Great performance. Obviously expected it, to be honest, but the only kind of not criticism, the only constructive thing I would have to say, and I've not been here, so I've not heard the show, so I don't know if you have covered it. But I think the boy Hasty tried too hard.
Yeah.
If that's possible, do you know what I mean?
At the moment, I don't think we'll see a lot of him. That's my own personal opinion. I think he's work in progress.
I think that kind of proved that, because I know there was talk about he might be going out on loan. I think that alone kind of proved that it's probably a good idea, you know.
I think Wales will be being replaced in the European squad by Hollander, and I don't think we will see much of him. I think he will be put on loan. I rate him as a player. I think he's a wee tank, but I agree with what you're saying here. I think he tried to overplay a lot of things last week, and I think it got the better of him. You know, and it'd been good if he'd had that chance, that half chance. If that had been in, then it might have been different for him. But I just think he did try too hard. I agree with their Wheels.
Can I just say my wee thing? I know it's obviously been covered already, but can I just say my wee thing on Candace as well, if I may?
Aye, on you go, mate.
I mean, you know, thank him for what he done for us. You know, he played his socks off at times, but see, to me, if you're not willing to stay and fight for the jersey, you don't deserve to wear the jersey, in my opinion. That's the way I feel quite strongly about it. You know, I think the fact that he didn't want to stay and fight for his place.
I don't think it. Listen, mate, I think it was pure economics, mate, and it suited both parties, if I'm being honest. He was 31, he'll be 32 before the season's finished. He was offered a 2-year deal on some more money. If no more money is on the snow with the tax situation. Yeah. He's got a chance to do that in an year.
I've got a wee message for Wheels for Stevie McPherson for the drum. He says, congratulations, Wheels. He says, our whole band, we need new flutes and equipment. He says, do you do money lending?
Tell them if they buy smart meters off me, I'll think about it.
There you go, Stevie. You heard it here first.
Don't you start with that stuff. Shocker.
Well,
that big Stevie is brilliant, isn't it?
Son, so that whoever believed in him.
And I'm going to be back regularly if you will have me.
Oh, definitely.
Well, don't you call in? We'll phone you, yeah?
Here, I was going to take you for a pint there, Rox, but it's not.
You're only kidding, mate. I read an interesting thing there. I think it was yesterday, Wills, and I'll take it to you first, and then we'll go down the panel. Start Doug next.
Yeah.
Ladbrokes have said that 90% of the money going on in the Premier League is going on Rangers to win the league. Does that surprise you?
Yeah. I seen that, to be honest. I seen that yesterday. I posted that to a couple of my pals and that. Does it surprise me? Honestly, no. Last year, had that been the case, it would have. But no, now I think, you know, in the last couple of times that we played them, I think we proved on the field that, you know, we can match them, if not are better than them on the field. So no, it doesn't surprise me, and I genuinely believe that this is the year. Genuinely 100% believe this is the year. Because the tail end of last season, I know the league was won and all that, but they looked proper shaky. Do you know what I mean? And we know what Lennon's recruitment is like. I'm not fearing for any of the guys that he's brought in. The guys that we've brought in have proved already that, you know, they're up for it and they look good. So I am very much in the camp that this is our year. 55.
Well, anybody that can sell smart meters, I'll go with you, pal. Well done. Well done. Well said.
Right, start, Doug.
Well, we better win the league. Cause I'm winning 90-odd%, aren't I?
Did you put it on?
I heard there was
Of course I did, mate. Of course I did. See, the thing is, right, I watch all the old Ranger stuff.
£14,000 bet at 5 o'clock tonight.
See, the thing is, mate, I grew up watching all the old Ranger stuff, even the stuff from before I was born and things like that. And I can't get away from this statement that Alan McCoy's made about if Rangers hadn't won the 9 in a row, they would have been remembered as the biggest failures ever in Scottish football. I just can't see by that headline, and I just think that headline just fits Celtic's bill for me, mate. I think that would be a magnificent thing to stop them even doing the 9. Never mind the 10, scrub the 10. They've got to do the 9 first. And I would love to stop them this year. I believe that we've got the right guy as the manager. I believe we've got on the right players. We've spent the right amount of money. Maybe we're still on air signing or two away for it. But I think we'll be there this year. And I'd be honest, I think we will win the league. I really do. Because I think we more than matched them last year in 3 games. The first game we just struggled coming back to Ufa and things like that. The 3 games after that, we matched them on the park. If we can get that standard for the rest of the league games, the Motherwells, the Kilmartocks and that, honestly, mate, there's no reason why we should win 55 this year. No reason at all.
It's all about, see, for me, mate, it's all about not dropping the silly wee points this season, you know, the draws against Dundee's and Lanarks and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean?
That was one of the D game, St Johnstone game at Ibrox.
3 Hibs games.
Aberdeen.
They were lows, because it wasn't just that you can draw again and the other team's goalie's man in a match, JFK, and you come away and you go, how did that happen? But we were awful in some of the games, you know.
I think everybody said here many times, the St Johnstone game, I would say,
shocking.
In my lifetime of going to see Rangers, it would be in the top 3. And I think we could all pick out bad games I went to see the Gers, but that night sitting watching, you know, the Rangers, we didn't even look like even a championship team. It was absolute rubbish. And what we also saying is, right, these are the games that we need to win. We took care of the puddle drinkers last season. Right? We threw the 29th was a great result and everything, but the 2-1 game when they beat us, that was never a good victory for them. And the fact is that we threw it away. You know, so we need to stop doing silly things like that. Should we be favourites to win the league next season? Yes, we should. Are we a better team than them? Yes, we are. Are they imploding? Yes, they are. So, no, there's no doubt about it. Watching what the Rangers are doing now is far better than they're doing. I mean, they're not even a great team. They're buying players for £9 and £10 million who are shite. Excuse my French here, but no, for me, if there's 90, I don't gamble. I don't even do the lottery, so I'm not condoning gambling. But everyone wants to gamble, fine. But if 91% of people, which I did read, are saying that Rangers are going to win the league, I'm not going to argue with that, because I'm saying that yes, I think we will win it. 55 is alive, guys, definitely.
And see, can I just quickly say, sorry.
Yeah.
See, when we do win it, I just hope it's at home. I hope the day we win the league is at home.
Well, I'm a big fan, but I've got to be honest, mate, I don't really care for that.
No.
Can I come in on that, Ox?
Yes, mate, on you go.
I was just going to say what Wheels was mentioning there, and some of the boys are mentioning in the lobby as well. If we are fortunate enough, and I say this in all honesty, if we are fortunate enough and good enough to go through the season and win we're 55th this year, I think the government needs to shut down every toll bridge, every river crossing, every sea crossing. Shut all the ferries down, because there's going to be mass jumping after things, for sure.
But I'll tell you what else will be, Bridge. There'll be a partner you've never known.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Anyway, if people want to join us, give their thoughts and anything Rangers related, what's the number, JFK?
It's 0141 356 1972.
Where else can they join us, Bridge?
They can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online, and Mr. Fox will bring you in and look after you and really enjoy yourself because it's really good.
And what can you talk about, Stardog?
We'll talk about all things Rangers.
There you go. He's coming on a bundle, that boy, isn't he?
He's quite good.
Leaps and bounds have come on.
What's that, mate?
Leaps and bounds have come on for I made my debut.
Is that no Superman? Leaps and bounds.
No, mate. I'm not a Superman.
No,
I'm good.
No, man.
I'm just.
I'm maybe an Iron Man guy, mate.
Oh,
Iron Man. Woo.
Iron Man. Good movies, mate. I like them. I
don't do the DC world, man. I'm into the Marvel.
Oh.
Stardog, I had you as a Deadpool man.
Marvel.
I
quite like that.
Deadpool's different school, man.
Is Marvel the same as coffee, mate, Bridge?
Oh, that's right. In fact, it is very, very similar. Yeah, it's Marvel.
Oh, dearie me, man. That just went downhill there. Oh.
All the comic, Marvel's comics from way back, and they were some of the comics you would read yourself. When I was a kid, and you were a kid, Jimmy, I would imagine some of the Marvel comics, the films are making it a minute.
But you talk about Penthouse and things like that.
No, the Marvel comics,
God, did it?
Marvel DC.
No.
They're just, the characters are brilliant,
No, but I
Spider-Man.
I was into Playboy, Hustler and things.
Oh, you went into that stuff? I wasn't talking about that type of comics. Sorry, I was meaning how great it was that those characters. Certainly, I grew up reading some of those comics, and those characters are now big. I mean, I remember they made a television show called Superman, and my God Almighty, it was probably great at the time. But if you saw it now, the production was woeful, But nowadays, exactly, things like that. It's like you just know it's rubbish,
Anyway, we'll be joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
All right, Ox. All right, boys. How you doing? Big Stevie for the drum.
Stevie.
All right, lads.
We'll be joined by a cross between Iron Man and Superman now.
Stevie, the money lender's still in the call now.
Aye, brilliant. Aye, Beals, you'll need to watch what you're saying, mate. We're needing new flutes. No, but I'm just lying there and I was listening to you lads and I'm listening to all the positive coming out of you there, man, about the Gels, the team, and it's brilliant just listening to you all. I know you all, and just all the positive stuff coming out of you is absolutely brilliant. Me tomorrow night, we'll be singing the Alfredo song. The wee man will get a couple tomorrow night. Mr. Duffo will get one. We'll win by 3 clear goals, guys. I've no doubt about that. And see, one of the things we're talking about there, when we won 55 this year, because we've all won it, it's just hands-on. If we tidy up all the wee silly mistakes for it last year, Stevie Gerrard will have that fixed, I've no doubt. Where are we having the party? I'd like to think that Rangers would open Ibrox something, let us all go to town, or the Bears just ascended George's Square and shut that whole town down and let people know it's your city, man. And it's going to be an absolute brilliant party, and it's going to go on for days when we do it. Because, guys, let's be honest with each other, we have been to hell and back between all the media and everything they've done to us, where teams came on their knees, where team was, and the boys never wavered once. We fought every ground right up until the now, and see, when we won this 55, I just cannot wait. I'm going missing for 3 days anyway.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
3 days. I'm going missing for a week.
See what you're saying there, Stevie. Stevie boy, there's a precedent being set here. Right, I think we should be able now to have an open top bus and let the Teddy Bears parade the championship trophy through the streets of Glasgow, the same as the puddle drinkers were allowed that last year. What a party that would be, man.
Well, right along the Paisley Road, mate.
Right along the Paisley Road. I'm all for the Vincent anti-party up the drum. There's a good board up the drum. They would maybe go behind the bus.
Tell you what, I'm going to do, right? I'm going I'm going to get red, white, and blue wheel rims, and I'm going to get a big number 55 on the back.
That's your trouble, Bruce. You always go too far, don't you?
Eh?
You always go too far. You're mental, you are.
Wheels. Wheels, it's Big Stevie for the drum. I've got a raccoon hair if you're wanting it. No, for the back of my... I get one for the back of my grifter. I've still got it. I've got a raccoon hair. The wire there, we'll put that in the back of your thing.
Oh, dear.
You're off your nut, man.
A grifter, Did you one of them start being a grifter?
I'll get a horn that plays.
A chopper. A chopper.
A choppy. An electric one or
I'm going to get a horn that plays Simply the Best as well.
Oh, aye, that sounds different gravy. You going to bring that along to the Rangers games?
Oh, aye.
Good stuff. Good for you, pal.
Oh, fun. Can't wait.
I think you're right, Steve. I think the outpour, the emotion will be mental, and I think there will be literally there'll be people go missing for days, maybe weeks. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Can I just say that Tracy's just tell everybody that she's got a chopper. Tracy, you shouldn't be putting that out there at this time of night.
It's after 10 JFK, let her carry on.
If she wants to play her chopper at night, then that's up to her.
Oh,
well, you could.
Right, that's it. You're going to that's third week in a row you've been in diversity.
JFK shocking again.
I've got a chopper. Well, Tracy, play me your chopper at night, then you'll be alright.
Oh my God!
That's me been on 21 and a half minutes, and that's the first shocker I've heard from you.
He's been polite. Stevie, we're all laughing, joking, and obviously, well, I fancy strongly tomorrow night. The big game's a week on Sunday. And is the optimism, are we right to be optimistic, or do you feel as if we're getting carried away? What's your views, mate? I know we laugh and joke, but in a serious note, what are you thinking?
Listen, Ox, all we've done is get better, and let's be honest, our manager learned a hell of a lot of lessons last season, and I don't think he's the kind of boy that'll fall into the tricks again, or in off the field. And I just think we've got stronger, but both more quality in. Other teams have weakened, so they have, and I just personally think that we'll put Kilmarnock to sleep. We'll wipe the flare with him, I think. I really do. Momentum's with us. We can get a good wee run up into see if we can get a good wee run in Europe here and just keep that going, take that into the Kilmarnock game. I think we'll put them to bed. I really do. I don't fear anything. As I said, the momentum and the feel good factor. Listen to you tonight. I'm lying on the couch here and I'm listening to you. And the feel good factor we use guys alone, the Bears taking it. If we keep this going, it rubs on the part. I was watching a training video tonight, Rangers training, and I was watching B. Jordan Jones getting chased about with Katic. I don't know if any of you have seen it. But it was pretty good, and it shows you the team spirit and the camaraderie and stuff like that. And I honestly mean this when I say it, Ox, and I don't just fling my hat in the ring. I think that we're going to win the league this season, and we'll win it by at least 9 points. Ooh. And I really mean that.
Good shout.
I really mean it. With 3 games to spare, I've been looking at it, and I've been looking at them, and I've been having a think about it, and I'm looking at last year where we went wrong and how lucky they were with certain things. I would honestly fling my hat in the ring the new and say that we'll win the league by at least 3 games, 9 points.
So have you actually worked out that date?
Well, I don't know that. I'm a bit like yourself. I don't care where we win it, as long as we win it. You know what I mean? I don't care if we win it with 1 goal.
Do you think the same as me and JFK? We've got to win the first 5 games, mate.
No, I don't. I disagree with you. No, I think there's going to be bumps on the road. I really do. Not just for us, for them too. Let's be kidding. We've got to keep one eye on the beggars. You know what I mean? The bottom line is we're going to both have bumps in the road, but I think with our quality we've brought in, And I don't think they could be as lucky as what they were last season. But I mean, they get 6 points or something scoring, or 9 points with scoring in the last 92 minutes, 90 minutes. And I don't think they'll have that this year. I really don't.
Stevie.
And I don't think we'll have as our problems with our discipline this year too, which will help us again.
Stevie, we play Kilmarnock, as you know, pal, and then we play Hibs with the Spoon Burners at home, and then we play St Mirren away, and then we play the Puddle Drinkers at our place. But a week after that, we play Livingston, and then we're away against St Johnstone, and then we're at home against the Sheep. Now, what Stardog's saying there, let's not kid ourselves on. Realistically, up until we play the Puddle Drinkers, we should win the first 3 games out of hand. Come on, we can't be. I mean, Kilmarnock, Spoon Burners, and St Mirren, and then we play the Puddle Drinkers. So I'll be looking to win these 3 games, beat the Puddle Drinkers, and then we've got Livingston at home, St Johnstone away, and then we've got the Sheep at home. So,
Jimmy, do you know what our problem is? I don't know if you'll agree with me here. We do everything the hard way. We'll beat Aberdeen away. We'll beat Celtic. We'll do that, and then we'll go and draw away. That's what happens. Yeah. That's what we're going to eradicate. Yeah. And I think we'll do that this year. I really do think we'll do that this year.
I'm saying. I think we'll eradicate that, Stevie, because I'm looking at it. I think the fixture list at the start of the season is far kinder to what we at the start we had last season, and I think that really threw us, But this season, I think, with it going overboard, you're the same as me. We're watching it, we're watching it, and it's good to watch, and I think we can take that positivity into the league. And up until we play, the Sheep, even at Ibrox, I'd be looking to win every one of their games, and that's no me. And I'm the same as yourself. I don't just throw my hat in the ring and just I think that.
I know you're right, Jimmy, but the problem is football's no paper.
No, I know that. But looking at the last season, obviously the start that we had, we were all thinking, it's a fix. Now look at who we're playing first 3 games. But I think our first 3 games are brilliant. Kilmarnock, Spoon Burners, and then St Mirren before we play the Puddle.
We've got Hibs and St Mirren at home, Jimmy, didn't we? Hibs and St Mirren are both at home.
No, St Mirren's away, mate. We play Kilmarnock on the Sunday. We're playing everybody on the Sunday because we're in the Europa League. Kilmarnock the Sunday away, the Spoon Burners at home on the Sunday, and then St Mirren away.
Wheels, can you go on mute, mate? We're getting a lot of interference for you.
Sorry. One of the first 3 games before we play the Puddle Drinkers, to me, sends a big message out. And then when we beat the Puddle Drinkers at Ibrox, then the following week we're against Livingston. We're against Livingston the following week after the Puddle Drinkers. So that means that, it's 2 weeks because I think there's the international break in between that. But
don't get me wrong, Jimmy. Winning games breeds confidence, but I also agree with Ox. You can't win leagues on paper. Do you know what I mean?
No.
I think what we all need to do is, maybe need to do is maybe do what Stevie G is, one game at a time, and just let's see where it takes us, guys. But listen, as I said, I'm lying there the night. I hear all the confidence. I hear the camaraderie. I feel you guys, and it's brilliant sitting there. When I think back to where we were, our club was in turmoil, on and off the field. With the signings we had in our team, I mean, we can laugh at some of them now when we look back because we're getting back to where we're slowly but surely getting back to where we were. But listen, see, before I go, Jimmy, yes, I feel the same as you. I eat, sleep and shite it, mate. The bottom. Sorry about the friends. The bottom line here is, mate, I think we'll definitely win the league this year. Gone the last season and this season, I think we'll do it. They've got a guy there, let's be honest, they're not even too sure about him. And I just think that wee guy, nobody will want to play for him. When the going gets tough, he'll chase players like Aguard and stuff like that. They'll not want to play for him. And I just think we'll get stronger as the season gets on and fitter. And I think we'll win the league at least three clear games, 9 points. That's my prediction anyway. But see, before I go, guys, can I plug the wee Robert Mulholland Memorial Parade? Again, it's for the young boy that died in the Ibrox disaster. He's the only boy for Drumchapel that died, and we have a wee memorial parade for him every year. I think this is my 6th year now coming up, and it's at 5 p.m. on Saturday the 3rd of August. Anybody's more than welcome to come into the parade. All I've got to do is funeral gear, black trousers, white shirt, black tie, fun behind the rest of the people. We walk up, we have a wee wreath-laying ceremony for the boy, and we play him a couple of tunes, and then we get back, march back down to the hall, and we have a wee night in his memory. You know, so anybody after Rangers Radio or any of the punters that want to come, it's 5 p.m. Saturday the 3rd. Okay, people? And that's including all you guys. That's how we can say it. That's right. That's correct.
I'll be there, Stevie boy.
Well, you're more than welcome, Jimmy. And what I'll need to do now is I'll need to get a gallon bottle out the back door with a bloody whiskey bottle. If I know you're coming, you know what I mean? Especially your mankini.
Well, I'll wear my mankini if you just give me one straw.
You might need to order some more food and some extra burgers.
Aye, Jimmy. What is it, big Al calls him? Jimmy 3 burgers.
Jimmy 3 burgers.
Brilliant. Jimmy, but listen, guys, I'll probably be back on tomorrow night after the game, my way home. I've no fear tomorrow. I think we'll go out with a bit between my teeth. And I think we'll put this mob to bed in the first leg, and that'll let us do what we need to do in the second leg there. But listen, brilliant. Well done, Rangers Radio. The positivity coming out the show tonight for everybody laughing and joking has been absolutely brilliant, and I had to join in. I'm just a big kid at heart. I had to join in because it was brilliant. And Wheels, well done, mate. Well done winning your wee court battle, pal. Any chance of getting the band of Lenny some money for new flutes? I'm only kidding, mate. Well done for winning your wee court battle, mate. You know what I mean?
Thank you,
mate. Well done.
Thank you.
No problem, mate. And Stardog, don't you keep taking some abuse after this lot, mate. Just sit tight, mate. Just sit tight. Oh, no be allowed to there eating their dinner and slabber not doing their sell into their big nappy. Mate, you just sit tight. This show's yours.
I've got to bump into them at the bistro one day, Stevie.
Oh, but I was at the bistro waiting for you and your boy. I had a wee gift with your boy, but obviously your bus was late with the traffic and stuff and everything else, mate. But there'll be other times.
I was gutted I never got to meet him, mate.
Stevie, I'll take him out for a day out.
Oh, for God's sake, no, you'll kill him. You'll kill him.
You'll kill him, man. To put it this way, if he dies, you'll not be able to cremate him. They'll not get the flame out.
I'm waiting for them at the bistro every game for about the past 3 months, and they don't want to meet me.
You know,
the one to meet you now, mate. You've won that court battle. The Rangers players will be going out their motor. They'll be bothered with them. They'll be around you. Right, okay, guys. Listen, I love you and leave you good night. And Bridgeman, keep it going for that teddy bear.
Keep it going.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Cheers,
okay, lads.
Cheers,
over now.
Cheers, boy. Take care, pal.
Good luck tomorrow night, guys.
You know what his trouble is? He's sort of a half glass full, isn't he? You know, he's no positivity at all, Big Stevie, is he?
Brilliant. You've obviously, Macy's, I've met him, you know, at the bistro and that, but I mean, he only stays 5 minutes away from me, and he's a regular visitor, but he's a legend, you know. That's the way. He's like that all the time, you know. It's as if he's living on the edge all the time. He uses that phrase, you know, eat, sleep and shite Rangers. Excuse my French, but that's the way the big guy is. He's got that many irons in the fire with the band and different things, but the positivity comes out of a guy like him. You can't help but grasp that and try to, you know, take some of that positivity off him. I can't speak highly about him.
Gentleman and funny.
He's funny. His one-liners are good. Some of them are unrepeatable on the family show. And he's got a cracking wee boy there, Jamie, good wee drum major. And I've got a lot of time for Big Stevie, and that's no me patronising him. He knows how I feel about him. He's a gentleman, and I love him. He's just oozes positivity, not just about Rangers, but about life. So well done, pal.
We never stopped laughing, did we?
No, just that's the type of guy he is.
Funny guy. Funny guy.
More than a funny guy. You need to spend a day in a pub with him, Bridge, man.
I can imagine.
We're all drinking and he's sober. So that tells you what it's all about. And it's good.
His boy's brilliant, by the way. His wee lad's brilliant. Absolutely superb.
Jamie, cracking boy.
Yeah.
Well done, Steve.
Anyway, yeah. Where were we? We've done Lafferty. I didn't pick up anybody upset at all about that. Yeah, nobody. I think it was on the cards for the carry on last year, so that's done. We move on. Yeah. Bridge.
I think
I don't need to tell you once again for the millionth time. I don't think he should ever have been near Rangers for the second time. I just don't think it was going to happen. It's like I feel we've walked up to Hearts and gave them £500,000 and said, "Yeah, stick that in your donations box." Really and truly. However, he did come. He wore the blue. He got my support when he was there. But we've seen it. We've seen what he's done. We've seen how he's played, and he's not been great. So the deed's done. The manager's managed to get him off the books, I believe, and away he goes. I don't care where he goes. I wish him all the best for his own self, but really and truly, not a Ranger.
He's freed up even more wages, mate. That's Candice wages, Lafferty's, let's say half his wages.
Yeah.
You know, so he's doing the right thing. Right, I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm going to start with the start of the show. That's Stardug.
Stardug.
What's your team tomorrow night, mate?
My team would be Alan McGregor. James Tavernier's going to play with. I think we got that for Gerrard's press conference. I would start with Helander and Katic with Barisic at left back. Just because, mate, that's what I would go with them. Or just because they've not played together yet, Katic and Helander. No, they didn't. Sorry, at the weekend. No, I'm sticking with that. Katic and Helander at the back for height. I'm going to go with Aribo, Kamara and Ryan Jack. Shea Ojo up front with Jones on the left, and I think he's going to go with Defoe up front.
Right. Okay, I think you've got at least 4 wrong there, but that's more than my opinion.
That's no wrong if it's my opinion, so you can't say wrong. That's my opinion. There's no such thing as a wrong opinion, remember.
Love it. Can I, is it my turn there upstairs, did you say?
Yes.
Right, okay. So I'll go, obviously, McGregor in goal. Tavernier, Goldson and Katic. And Barisic, left back. I'll go for Kamara, Davis and Jack, which is a steady, positive half-back line, in my opinion. And I go Ojo on the right, Morelos and Jones.
Mm-hmm. JFK.
Obviously, Griggsy in goal. Tavernier, Edmondson and Katic with Barisic. In the middle of the Jack, Davis and Kamara. And up front I would have Ojo on the right, Jordan Jones on the left and Alfredo Morelos up front.
All right, so there's a few differences there. Centre-back positions, there's different permutation. Wheels?
I would go McGregor in goals, obviously. Tav and Barisic on the full-backs. I'll go Katic and Edmondson. I'll go in the midfield, Arfield, Aribo, and Doherty. And then I'll go Alfredo in the middle with, let me think, Jones and Paisley. Give him another go.
Right, okay. Right, I'm going to put this out there. I think Goldson will start tomorrow night. I think anybody who doesn't think goals will start, because I think we're getting near the time. I think it'll be Katic. I don't think Herlander will start, mate. And I'll tell you why. Doug, I don't think he'll be ready to start. He'll do 15 minutes or something. And the manager said he's about 2 weeks, 3. He might play again on Saturday. He might even come on and sub him on a night, but I don't think he'll start. I think the fullbacks were pretty consistent. I think because we'll try and put the tie to bed, I think Stephen Davis will start. And then that's where you get into the hard bit of the team. Is Arable going to play? Is Kamara going to play? Is Jack going to play? There's a bit of competition in there. Is Scott Arfield fit enough to start the game yet? Is he ready? If he's ready, does he play in front of Ojo? I would say yes, but if he's not ready, Ojo starts, and maybe Scott comes on later on in the game. Morelos will start the game for me. He's my number 1 striker. And then you've got the outside left position. Jordan Jones looks as if he's the man in possession, so I think he'll start. So the midfield 3, I think, personally, Davis, Jack. This is where it gets difficult. And I think he might start with Aribo tomorrow night, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kamara's played. It's great having competition for places, GFK.
I'm surprised you left Edmondson. I think Edmondson's worth a shout. I don't think he's done anything wrong so far, and I'd like to see.
I've really enjoyed the boy. I've said that on numerous occasions. I just think that he'll go with Katic and Golson tomorrow. I just do.
I just think in the type of team we're playing, and I'm not underestimating them. I know I'm saying we'll beat them 4 or 5, 6-0. I just think that Edmondson would be due a go there. The rest of your team is quite similar to mine. But no, I can't see him changing a lot. I think he'll try and play as near his full strength team as he can. Unlike Starbuck, I don't think Defoe will play tomorrow. I still think he'll play Alfredo, which he should. He is. I know the gaffer said there last week he's got 2 number 9s. One scored a hat trick, one scored 2. So, but I still think that Alfredo is our number 1 striker, and Jermaine Defoe is sitting there as number 2. So I'd be happy with Ojo and the right and Jordan. I've got a lot of hope for Jordan Jones this season. So, but I would like to see Edmondson get in a game tomorrow night, mate. If I'm honest, I really would. I think he deserves a chance to play tomorrow. I think he's shown
it, and I think his range of passing he's been very consistent for us.
Yeah.
I just don't think he'll start him tomorrow night.
Yeah, fair enough.
Back in there,
we'll find it. On you go, Stardom.
Just see, when I was listening to his name and your teams there, mate, I don't think it kind of caught off guard, but see with the importance of this game tomorrow, I think it is really important. See what you're saying about Davis and things like that, just when you mentioned about Davis, Ox, and you say because we have to kill the tire after tomorrow, I think it is really important. I think maybe we will put your Davises on Connor Golson's and things like that tomorrow now, because we have to kill this tie after tomorrow, because we don't want to have to go over there and get a result and things like that and then have to play Kilmarnock away. So I think depending on this game tomorrow and how many we put by them tomorrow at Ibrox, I think depends on the kind of first team we'll play at Kilmarnock, if that makes sense, because we'll be able to rest some of the more senior players if we put 4 or 5 by them at Ibrox.
I mean, if we get the result, I would even take Stephen Davis to Luxembourg personally.
That's exactly what I mean. In Oxford, we can rest these senior boys and we can concentrate on getting these boys ready for Kilmarnock. So I totally agree with what you're saying there, mate. I would take a couple of players back out of that team if I could.
Like 11 of them?
So I was wrong, Ox, you were right.
Would you take the 11 out?
Find out tomorrow.
No, wouldn't take 11.
No, I wouldn't take the 11 out, mate. No, but I would definitely agree with what Oxshire said. I would swap Davis in there, maybe big Golson and things like that, so that we can, as he says, kill the tie and get these boys. Don't even take them to the away tie and get them ready for Kilmarnock away, because that's going to be a big game. We need to kick off the season in style this year. We've not done that in years. We need to kick off.
You wouldn't play Helander then?
No, I wouldn't, mate. I would take him out for Golson, and I would take either Aribo or Kamara out for Stevie Davis.
Cool.
I think Hollander's going to be a good player for us, Bridgeman, but I just think it's a wee bit. I think it's just a wee bit too early. We'll let him bed in for a couple. You probably see him play against Derby County on Sunday, because I'd be really surprised if the gaffer played him tomorrow. He's him and 8 other out of the 4 central defenders will be our mainstay for the season. But I think it's just a wee bit too early for him. But hey ho, we might all be wrong. Tomorrow night the gaffer might decide to put Hollander in, but I don't think I'd be tempted to do that. But we'll go with whatever he says. But I think Hollander's a couple of games away from being match fit.
I haven't seen the Hollander, so I can't comment too much other than a wee couple of minutes spell in a sort of, what do you call it, highlights package. But going by the wee bit we've seen on YouTube, he looks quite good.
Yeah.
I think our manager has got a really difficult decisions to make for the choice of. I would suggest a partner for Hollander, because he's going to be, in my opinion, he's going to be the mainstay.
I'm not one for. I think you could be right, Bridge, but only time will tell. I don't think he'll start tomorrow night.
No, not at all. No.
I don't want you paying your bonfire wheels, but Hasty isn't even in the European squad for this time.
I think he swapped him, didn't he? Swapped him for Hollander.
Yeah.
Wheels.
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you hear me? Hasty's not even in the European squad for this round.
Oh, is they not? Right.
No, you need to do your homework before you come on here, mate. You know?
That's shocking, you.
you put me on the spot, Ox. I was wheeling round in a circle on the spot there, you know.
All right. The tunes are finished, mate.
Man's a shocker, by the way, Wales.
You know what happens there, Ox? See when people come into money, their head just spins.
Aye. What about the begging letters? You still sending them?
I have sent a few, aye.
Has everybody got, I know it's a bit early on in the season, but has everybody got a kind of wee fair idea of a player in the back of the head who they would say would be the player of the season? Who you would imagine is going to be one of the most key players of the season?
I think we covered that last week. I think Oxy had asked that question last week. And he asked if...
What about me?
Who do you think would... What we saw so far, who would be a player of the season? I picked Ojo for mine. That was my... I think he'll be a sensation for us.
I agree with that.
I've not seen it as much as you are with him at the moment. I know you've seen better than I have, because you watched the Liverpool channel, but I'm just a bit concerned when he starts playing against the big boys, it becomes a one-trick pony, mate.
Possibly, but I think once he gets started, I think he'll be a great player.
We've got a lot of key players, but the guy that makes us tick at the moment is Stephen Davis.
Yeah,
but
I doubt.
If Tav has another great season bombing forward, making chances, and Morelos scores goals supported with Defoe, because if you don't score goals, it's all right having all the pretty football you want. So there's a key man, and then Alan McGregor to make the odd fantastic save becomes a key man. But it's a team game. Up, that's what I would say. It's a team game.
Aye, I'd agree with that, mate.
I would suggest I agree with Oxley. I said it the other night. In my opinion, I think Stephen Davis is going to prove to be our key player for the season. I think he's.
Yeah, I'd said Ojo originally, because I just remember
other boys have said similar. You know.
See after seeing the no basing it on one game, mate, but Stevie Davis's performance against Blackburn at the weekend, when he went off, we just kind of stopped a wee bit in midfield. So I would definitely agree with the Davis one. He just keeps his ticking, so he does.
There's something about him, you know. He doesn't look a giant in the pitch and things like that. You know, some people just own it. Well, he owns it quietly.
Makes everything look easy.
Yeah, really good for us. Hope everything keeps him. Hope his fitness keeps up and all the rest of it, because you know, I take to think he's not going to make it through the season. So just like you boys said there, if we do well tomorrow night, then chances are Stephen Davis and a few others won't even bother going across, right? So just let the team is going to play, let them go across and play, and leave the better players at home getting a rest, because you don't want to be blinding everybody or killing them, you know.
Oh, can I ask one, please, mate?
Aye, on you go, mate.
So if we keep Alfie, which I'm hoping we do you think he's more than capable of going and doing another 30 goal or maybe more?
Well, if that was the 30 league goals, it was 30 goals in the season. He's already got 3 competitive games, so he could get another 3 tomorrow night, and he's well on his road to it. But for me, the big competition will be the amount of league goals he can get. And if he can get us, let's just say that magic number of 30 league goals, that's going to drive us on for me, mate, if we keep him.
I think his big thing for the season ahead will be scoring against that lot. I think that's...
Well, that was in our downfall, because they'll be tight games. We actually beat them in the head-to-head basis last year. We scored more against them than they scored against us. Yeah, they scored three goals against us, and we scored 4 against them, which we think, it doesn't sound a lot, but you think of the swing for the season before. It shows you how we've improved. I think it was Stardog says we've got to have that consistency, and Big Stevie mentioned that we've got to beat the Hibs. We had a terrible record against Hibs, Kilmarnock and Aberdeen last year, and if we should take maximum points at least off Kilmarnock, and then obviously away at Easter Road and away at Pittodrie have been traditionally hard games for us, so I'm not going to say we'll take maximum of the 4 games against them. You never know, but we're looking to be more consistent against the 2 teams.
I think any striker that scores you 20 to even 25 goals a season next year, you'll not be far off winning a league title as long as everybody else is doing their job and chipping in with goals running about as well. I mean, the only thing that stopped Alfredo even reaching 40 goals last year was his discipline record, mate, so there's no reason to say why he couldn't get 30, maybe even 35 goals, but I mean, I would settle for 20 to 25 just for the league, mate. Just for the league alone, 20 to 25 in the league, I would settle for that.
What you've got to remember about Morelos, mate, there's no spot kick in there. You know, when you look at
exactly, it's off the open play, mate. It's off the open play. And I mean, some of the goals were crucial goals. The away one at St Johnstone as well. I mean, that was some finish, but it was a crucial point in the game. We're getting into the last 6 minutes of the game, or struggling to break their defence and things like that. And just that wee 2-yard run after player, a moment of genius to get it back across the keeper into the net to win us the game. I mean, what would be pie for a guy like that? So I would take anything between 20 to 25 goals and less of the discipline this year for him. And we'll not be far off it, mate. As long as everybody else, like you're saying, like Tav, I mean, if we could get an extra 15 goals out of him this year, that would be amazing. I expect Joe Aribo to chip in. I expect Jordan Jones to chip in. As long as everybody else does their bit run about him, we will not be too far off it this year, mate. I mean, we'll finish the top league goal scorers the past 2 seasons if I'm right there. So I would expect that, plus maybe an extra 10 goals on top of it this year, because I do think we'll be like lightning going forward this year. I think we'll be devastating.
I think if we can keep Morelos smiling, because he's got a smashing big grin when he scores goals, and his form changes once he scores a goal or just gets a good chance. He starts to liven up. His whole game livens up. But if he's stuck there and getting frustrated, but balls are passing him by, then he just sort of, he's not the same player, not the same man. But he's no stride in his game. Once he comes alive, when he puts the ball in the net, he comes alive and he wants to score more and more and more and more. And that's what you want to get him to. That's the trigger for me watching him. The other night there, when he scored the hat trick, it was wonderful to watch. The big smile, huge stupid big grin in his face, and once they danced, brilliant, it's great stuff. So we can get him to that stage, we'll be doing very, very well. I'm delighted for him.
5 for 55.
That's
anyway,
it.
Bridge, we've reached that time of the evening, believe it or not.
Wow, what a marvellous night again. It's been really brilliant, guys. I'm not being funny, by the way. We have some great discussions tonight once again. So well done to everybody. I'm really happy for the shout-outs we get in as well. So really good stuff. And can I just say, tomorrow night, massive, massive game. Biggest game of our season. So everybody, all the Rangers fans, if you can afford it, get yourself along, as JFK said earlier, hand in your pocket, go there, buy your ticket and get in and see the mighty Glasgow Rangers, the famous Glasgow Rangers. And to all the Rangers fans all over the world, particularly Rangers fans on here and Rangers Radio, every single one is, well, the Rangers really need us. So please, keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers really need us.
Can I thank everybody who joined us? Great news for Wheels. Well done, son. We're all proud of you. Big Stevie. Just need to get yourself a wee bit more positive, Stevie. You're a bit down sometimes. Thanks to everybody, Stardog, JFK, Bridgeman, and obviously Fox in the background. Everybody for taking part in the lobby. Thanks to everybody listening and on other devices. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7:15 with a pre-match show and a build-up to Rangers v the progress of Luxembourg. Take it away, Fox.
Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. Football is the game that we play all over the world. Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. We can show the world how to play, for we are Rangers, okay. Won't you come and cheer us? Help the boys along. White and blue, coming through with a song. Oh, Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. Football is the game that we play all over the world. Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. We can show the world how to play, for we are Rangers, okay. We'll be there